Hello, I'm Dean Charter, the Vice Chair of the Acton Select Board, and I'm here to speak about Article 5 that's coming up at the annual town meeting. Article 5 specifically deals with town capital. This year, the town manager and the Select Board are recommending $300,000 towards town capital projects. This will be raise and appropriate money. Item A is for stormwater management, $75,000. This will help to manage all of our storm drains, culverts, outflows, and try to maintain the quality of the water that's running off our streets and into eventually our aquifers. So we work under a permit from the EPA in order to do this work. It's very important to maintain good infrastructure. Item B is asset management. The town over the years has accumulated huge quantities of plans and records, all of which have to be maintained in perpetuity. Many of these are paper records, they're not in good shape. So this will be $50,000 towards digitizing all of those records and making them available not only to town staff, but they'll be available online to the public as well. Item C, $44,000, is the start of an effort to try to electrify most of the fleet for the town. They'll start with inspectional vehicles, plug-ins, and hybrids, and eventually moving towards more and more electrified vehicles. We hope with this $44,000 to be able to leverage other funds and end up probably changing out 7 or 8 vehicles this year. Item D is a tight tank for the West Acton Fire Station, Station 3, located on Central Street. Tight tank is required because runoff water and fluids that come off the motor vehicles, the fire engines within that building, have been just going into a storm drain system. That's had to be sealed, so now we need a tight tank to be able to contain all of those pollutants off the vehicles and to have them pumped out and treated properly. So we're looking for $35,000 for that project. Next, item D is for upgrading and installing fire alarm systems in 2 of the fire stations. Station 1, which is in Acton Center, and Station 2, which is in South Acton. Right now, those stations do not have any fire alarm systems in them, especially for the living quarters and the apparatus bays, and those buildings are not staffed when people are out on a call. Next item, item F, is for $30,000 for street tree inventory. We have a very large street tree stock that's growing within the rights-of-way of the town. The idea behind this inventory is to actually have a good assortment of trees, be able to understand the species mix and the condition of the trees and maintain those trees. Well, computerized inventory done by a certified arborist will go a long way towards that work. This is an ongoing effort. It was started a couple of years ago, and we did actually receive some additional funding from the State Department of Conservation and Recreation this year to continue that work. Item G is $25,000 to begin establishing a dam maintenance program. We do have a couple of low head dams in town, some of which are on town property. And this is an effort to be able to manage and maintain those dams and keep better track of them and study the engineering issues with those dams. Finally, item H is sort of a new project for the town. Town is contemplating starting a public art program. We're asking for $15,000 to start this program off. We'll start with an inventory of what art and monuments the town holds right now. Make sure that they're properly maintained and cataloged. and then begin work on establishing a public art program for other areas in town, including streetscape operations. So this would be a very interesting seed money project. It would involve using a consultant, also have some input from the local artist community and the Acton-Boxborough Cultural Council. We ask for your support for $304,000 for Article 5. Thank you.